And from my view, Dan, it seems that, or from both of you guys, for both of you and Manasi, there's a double-edged sword for marketers, right? So on one hand, we want to know more about our customers. Okay. At the same time, customers have more access to more information and technology. So it's sort of a conundrum that marketers are in, right? Do you agree, Dan?
People worry about their privacy and, Facebook tracking them and, Alexa listening to every word. Honestly, I don't mind it if you're getting to know me to help me, right? If you're going to say, here's a product or service, Dan, I think you'd be interested in. But if you're stalking me to manipulate me, then I do mind it a lot. And so I think it's really changing the way that we look at relationships with consumers, and that consumers expect relationships with the businesses that they do business with.
Okay, so this brings me to the part in our discussion where we're looking at impact to brand, right? Whether it's something that's a good thing or a bad thing. So let me start with this question. How can digital transformation be helpful or harmful to a firm's brand? Manasi, I'll start with you first.
It is a double-edged sword, but on the positive side or on the pro side, digital transformation definitely helps organizations to reduce business costs and risks, because they can make better informed decisions with the insights that they can get, and also with all the automation that's possible. So it helps organizations to be extremely relevant in this competitive world. On the other hand, digital transformation is extremely complex and risky. So if it's done well, it's done in a foolproof manner, the results can be extremely overwhelming. But if it goes incorrectly, if it's done incorrectly, there could be huge cost implications, and even embarrassing. It could even be embarrassing for the brand or the company. So it's a never-ending process. The firm has to keep up with the capabilities and keep adopting newer stuff. But in the end, there was a quote in Forbes magazine which said 70% of digital transformation still fail today.
And let me follow up on that question to Manasi. You were referring to the Forbes article regards to leading factors. What are some of the leading factors that have led to some of these firms not succeeding in digital transformation?
Many contributing factors. One being, if organizations go too fast, or if there is not a complete buy-in or an understanding on the roadmap, it could fail. It could also fail because you focus on quantity rather than quality in this race of adapting and adopting newer technologies. So there are many, and also if it is not well integrated in the company end to end. So there are many reasons why this could not work for a company.
And your response to that question?
It all depends on the firm and how you personalize that brand. In the past, a brand was this entity that was this anonymous party out there that you didn't have a relationship with. Now a brand is everything that's represented by that company. Not only the goods and services, but are you socially responsible? What are you doing in the environment? Because we all have access to that now. The message isn't controlled by the brand owner anymore. Now it's controlled by everyone who interacts with it and the way they engage with each other. And so that's put an added responsibility on the brand owners to make sure that what they stand for is not only in what they say, but also in what they do. And if those things don't match up and people find out, and they do find out now, then it's very harmful. And we've seen that over and over again. And the brand isn't just, the Amazon name. It's Jeff Bezos, right? It's the people that make up that brand. And that's very different also, because we didn't know that in the past, right? We didn't have access to all that information. Now we do. Now there's so many social avenues out there that we see it. And so all of that has got to integrate.